It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Awesome. And welcome to Car Con Carne. I'm still right here at home. I was back in the car for a little bit. Now I'm back at home. The Delta variant is concerning. That said, this coming weekend, I'm recording this on Thursday the 16th. I'm going outside in the fresh air for Riot Fest. Riot Fest is back. Car Con Carne is always there covering what's going on there. I'll be talking to a lot of the bands and performers at Riot Fest this weekend. And I brought with me, or I have ready to go, my Clorox wipes. So in between each interview, I can wipe down microphones and headphones to at least create an illusion of safety. But that's coming up. Also, in the weeks and days to come, artist Camille Rose Garcia will be joining Car Con Carne. Cap Gun Heroes returning, and this is episode 654, which means episode 666, episode 666 is on the way, and it's going to fall in the month of Halloween. It's almost like a gift, and it's almost too much pressure for me to bear to deliver on this, but I will try to do something for episode 666. I don't know if Rob Zombie's free. I don't know if I can get Gore, but we'll try to do something appropriate, seasonal even, for episode 666. All right, that said, this is a returning topic with new guests. Humanity is the Genre. It is a compilation. It is an event. It is happening September 26th from noon until 6 p.m. in the courtyard of the historic landmark Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church in Bronzeville. And joining me for this episode are some of the people behind the festival and its overarching mission to make kids' lives better through music. I mean, really, what better way to make any life better than with music? Joining me on the show tonight, DJ Lady D, and we have Gabe and Griffin from Yin Waster. Nice to see you all tonight.
Thank you. And I just want to correct you a little bit. It's Saturday, September 25th.
What did I say? The 26th? Numbers, dates, they're confusing. I'm glad you did that. Thank you.
It happens.
So, and this is how we start. But no, okay, the 25th. So that's happening in Bronzeville. It's a Saturday, and Humanity is the Genre. Who wants to explain what this is?
I guess I could jump right in. Humanity is the Genre. It started out as an album. It was a collaboration, student-driven, but professionally supported charity initiative album that came out on Electric Train Records and was sort of initiated by Haven Studios, or Guitars Over Guns, right? So this sort of charity initiative, students and alumni from Columbia College, Chicago, and kind of put together with the help of Tom Joyce, who's my colleague in the Career Center. Tom is just an awesome advisor, mentor, and always looking to create projects that help students discover themselves and find ways in which to collaborate with other people in the industry. He knows so many people, and it's just really helpful in putting these projects in which students can really learn and grow from. And so this, in collaboration with the Audio Arts and Acoustics Department, Ben Sutherland, and the Career Center. So this is like this huge collaborative project with all of these different moving parts, but people, all kind of associated with Columbia College. And then Ad 2, who is just a Chicago kind of, legend, just really mentoring a lot of youth with the Guitars Over Guns and the Haven Studios. And so it just all came together as an album. And then they decided, why don't we do this festival? And the festival really sprung from that, this celebration of, what people can do when they come together. And so unity and respect and safety. And so this festival was, a grant that was funded by the Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events, DKs, who are doing a great job of supporting all of these different just organizationally driven events and ways to showcase all of the artistry that exists in Chicago. Chicago has some of the best artists in the world. So it's been an awesome summer of celebrating Chicago in Tune, Chicago, the year of Chicago music, and just all of the just wealth of things that come out of Chicago. So I hope that that explains a little bit of it, and why we're doing this, concert to raise awareness, but also just to celebrate this album and this coming together, all of this collaboration and what Chicagoans can do when we really stick together and support each other.
Well, it's interesting, and I'm glad you're doing this. I love this event. I think the compilation is super cool, and we'll get into that as well. But we're in this weird situation where people who aren't from Chicago, who aren't from the Midwest, their perception is it's all violence all the time. It's 24/7 violence. What they don't see is initiatives like this, where you all are taking the time. There are at-risk youths, and you're going to do this benevolent thing to make their lives better. And this is certainly not an isolated thing in the city. This happens all over the place. But this is what I wish more people were aware of outside of Chicago. I want people from Chicago to be aware of this. I just wish more people saw stuff like this, because there's that weird perception of Chicago. I mean, earned in some respects, but there's that perception that Chicago's just like this lawless, horrible place on the map. Like it's a flyover city for a reason. Just keep going. So my point is, I think this is lovely. I
agree with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other people would jump in.
Yeah, people very much so like to ignore the fact that we are also a place of art and culture and, music. So much music has come from Chicago. Like, it's influenced the way that, like, it's the top 50s would not sound nearly what they sound right now if it hadn't been for the music that came out of Chicago. And the music that still is coming out of Chicago.
Without a doubt. Well, let's talk a little bit about the compilation. What I love about the compilation, I talked about this the last time Humanity is the Genre came up on this podcast, is the diversity of sounds and styles. There's a breadth of sounds, which I mean, to your point, Gabe, I mean, that's the city's music. I mean, it's undefinable, and that's a beautiful thing. There's no one clear Chicago sound. I mean, Yin Waster, the band that you guys are in, Gabe and Griffin, I mean, this is just based on this song. This is Tonight I'm Going to See My Friends. This is just cool indie folk, for lack of a better way to categorize it. It's awesome.
Thank you.
That's pretty accurate.
It's funny because originally that song started out as like a 20-minute, in my brain, it was never really composed. It was going to be like a 20-minute like prog rock piece. And because I have a love for prog rock. I'm wearing a Floyd shirt, but like we've never really like delved head first, and I was like, this will be a super fun one. Then Tom Joyce hit us up and was like, hey, we need an upbeat rock song. And I was like, it's gonna be much easier to write an upbeat rock song than a 20-minute prog piece. And I kind of like the words Tonight I'm Gonna See My Friends. I think that's a bit more uplifting. Made it into what it is today. Yeah.
And I love that Griffin and Gabe look like they're ready to be pressed into service at any time. I mean, to Gabe's right, he's got a keyboard. It looks like a drum head.
Oh yeah, I have my congas are right here. Yeah. You can't right here if I point. This right here and that right there are my drums that are in their cases.
See, this is the best part. The pandemic sucks. Being isolated sucks, but the best part of this whole thing of being sheltering at home, existing at home, is being able to see the way other people live and how they spend their time. And looking over the left shoulder of Griffin, I see a handful of guitars.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love it. So musical instruments, dogs, cats, that's the, if you were to be a glass half full person about the pandemic, that's the kind of stuff to be glass half full about.
And as you can see, I live in a discotheque. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always 2 a.m. where you are. Yeah.
Yes.
But this compilation, Black Rock's on it. They're fantastic. It's just big chorus on that song. There's just almost like torch singing on here. There's hip hop. It's really cool. There's Janet Blackwell who does this really dreamy kind of song in here. I love it. I mean, this to me is what Chicago is. It's all over the map, but there's still that common through line going through all the songs. I love it. And so this is being pressed onto vinyl, right? The comp?
Possibly. That'd be cool.
I hope
I
so.
don't know about that, but I do know it's available on all the different streaming
Yes.
platforms.
That'd be really
So-
cool if it was pressed to vinyl.
I would.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you guys collect?
I'm a big collector. You can't
Yeah,
see it,
my
but way over there, I got
off-screen.
heaps of vinyl. Yeah.
I love it. We're fast friends now officially. How about
Amazing.
you, DJ Lady D? I mean, you live in a disco. Do you have records?
Do I? I probably have like 20,000 records.
Stop it.
No, I really do. Yeah.
You're a professional disc jockey. I mean, you got to have the disc.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I've been DJing since 1995, but I've been collecting a lot longer. So
I see so many DJs just who've gone past the analog trip and they're doing everything digitally, like digital.
Yeah. I don't really usually play my vinyl anymore. It's basically sitting in storage, but I do use flash drives to work these days. And it's literally been an evolution in the sense that when I first started, I was carrying a couple of bags of records everywhere I went. That's like over 100 pounds. I was running through airports on tours and just basically killing myself, but I was a lot younger. And then we switched medium, we went to CDs. And so then it was like, wow, CDs, you could put a whole lot more music on all of these little discs, right? But even if, you put all of your music on the disc, it still gets pretty heavy. But now I just have these little drives, I can run anywhere through any airport because some things never change, and which is, being the last person at the gate. So
Nice. So, all right, what are we expecting at the festival, which again is the 25th, Saturday the 25th, noon until 6 in Bronzeville? Who all's performing? What's happening? And how do I guess more importantly, I'm going to keep asking questions before you get a chance to answer. More importantly, how can people help?
Yes, I know there's a handful of volunteers. I don't know if they're still looking for volunteers, but to answer the other previous questions, it's got to be just a day full of fun. It's from 12 to 6, family friendly. So bring the kids and it'll be outside.
I believe it's
day.
free
The weather's
too.
It is free. It's absolutely free.
That's really nice.
So will there be a way? I mean, I know that Haven Studios, Guitars Over Guns, I mean, the whole idea is to help at-risk youth. Will there be a way if someone were to show up with their family, if it's a free event, I mean, will there be a way for them to contribute and help?
I'm sure there'll be donations.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that people, they get the message that you're putting out there, and that, if they're so motivated, they can.
Oh yeah, there's going to be so much going on that day. They're literally going to have vendors. They're going to have art exhibits. They're going to have panel discussions. People will be able to tour the Haven Studios.
Oh, that's cool.
See, where the mentoring program is and how it takes place. And the location is actually a big church at 46th and King Drive, which is in the Bronzeville neighborhood, which is where I live. And so a lot of, historical, beautiful homes and history are tied up in Bronzeville. So there's it's a great place where, like, if you rode your bike and or walked or, took a bus into the neighborhood and then, walked to the area, like, you'll see a lot of like historical monuments and houses and just places that have a lot of history tied into Chicago within the neighborhood. But also this huge church, Mount Pisgah, is where the Haven Studios is. And it's just a landmark. So you're going to see a lot of architecture that day if you come into the neighborhood and the community.
Yeah.
But like I said, vendors, young entrepreneurs, a lot of food and beverages. They might have some food trucks or some things like that are going to come around. So it's just going to be a rocking day, I think. I'm going to be performing with a percussionist. And so which is something I like to do, have somebody accompany me. Like I've done it with violinists before. I've
that's
done it
cool.
with drummers,
Yeah.
with percussionists. So to really just like enhance that performance, I'm gonna close the show. I'll be the last person playing, and I just thought it'd be so cool because I'm playing with all of these live artists and live musicians that it'd be great if I brought some live accompaniment to my electronic DJ set.
Oh, I love it. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
So again, just to kind of consolidate the information here for someone who's watching or listening, essentially students and alumni from Columbia recorded and produced this compilation, which again is Humanity is the Genre. From there, from that point, the proceeds from this benefit Guitars Over Guns, which is part of Haven Studios. It's affiliated with Haven Studios. And then the release is through Electric Train Records. I mean, this is truly like a community effort pulling all this together. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it was distributed by Orchard Sony. So,
That's legit.
Professionally supported charity album to help benefit this wonderful mentorship program, Guitars Over Guns. And what an awesome, name, right? So people are so caught up in genres of music, but I love that it was like, okay, this is a mixed genre album. And really what's most important, like forget about genres. We all should never be stuck in one thing. Like, yes, I'm known for spinning house music, but I appreciate all good music, right? So forget genres, humanity is the genre, and we've all got to come together and do something for each other.
I love it. And
I really love this title.
And you said it. If you look at anyone's phone, tablet, whatever, and you look at their Spotify, their playlist, no one just listens to one sound. Everyone's all over the place. That's the beauty of loving music. I mean, you can go from something folk to an electronic DJ to a 25-minute prog rock epic to whatever. In fact, that may be what's on my phone right now, that exact playlist, that exact genre jumping.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So again, just to put a bow on this is happening on the 25th in Bronzeville, which, by the way, it's funny. DJ Lady D kind of said it without saying it. Whenever I hear the name Bronzeville of that neighborhood, I always think of the word historic before it. Whenever someone says Bronzeville, in the historic Bronzeville neighborhood, like you almost can't say Bronzeville without saying historic before the name.
Oh, yeah.
So it's happening in the historic Bronzeville neighborhood. And it's great. I mean, what a cool idea. What a cool event. For more information, everyone, Yin Waster and DJ Lady D, where should they go?
They can check out the Instagram. There's posters that are around downtown.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all just at Yin Waster, all one word.
And also at Humanity HITG.
There it is.
There.
Festival.
There it is. Because I gotta tell you, Gabe, look for the posters downtown.
Yes. Yeah.
Just follow your heart, man. You'll find it. Right?
If you believe it,
Festival.
you'll find it.
Yeah.
They're on Instagram, on Twitter. They're on TikTok.
Sweet. True. Sweet. All right. So DJ Lady D, Yin Waster, thank you for doing this. We will see you on Saturday the 25th. Really appreciate your time and just your efforts and just your community focus. I think that's fantastic.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for amplifying this event.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.